my dear lovely students, I'm sure all of you are well versed about this new NTA update. So they have, answered all the frequently asked question, and although they are not talking about any re-need, they are just saying the same thing as they were saying, right? So we'll see there's some justification, although they have not revealed the name of those 1500 or 1600 students whom they are going to reevaluate, right? Or whom they have given the grace marks, how much grace marks they have given, nothing is being, revealed. So let's see. What is NEET? So they have given the introduction. What is the mandate of the NTA for the conduct of the NEET so that they can take admission in the MBBS, BDS, or apart from that, they are having certain other courses also, right? When was the NEET 2024 conducted and the result of the same was declared? So they are like, okay, it was conducted, on 5th May. Then languages, they're like, all these languages were there. How many cities? So they are like, okay, 571 cities in India and 14 cities outside the India. They have given the center's name outside India. Which are the other organizations utilize this course? So we know BSc nursing and plus veterinary, colleges are also taking the admission on the basis of their NEET score. What is the role of the NTA in the NEET exam? So we know that they are just generating the scorecard. They are taking this exam, and on the basis of the scorecard, students will get the seat in the various medical colleges. What are the highlights of the NEET 2024? So they are like, okay, this much students have appeared for the exams and they have given some data. Okay, now they are justifying that why the NEET score has gone up, because, increase in the registration. This time, 16.85%, increase in the total registration, and they have given this whole data that, how much increase in the male percentage, female percentage who are appearing for this NEET exam. How many qualified this exam? 13.16 lakh were qualified. And then who were the examination functionaries? So they have mentioned that 2.13 lakh examination functionaries were involved in it, and that's why it was, so that they can actually deploy it for the smooth conduct of the NEET, so that they can conduct this NEET exam very, very smoothly. So that means nothing has happened. Everything was so smooth. Facilitate the smooth conduct of examination on the ground. Which are the top 3 states, union territory, highest number of candidates? Okay, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, and Rajasthan having the maximum number of candidates registered for the NEET exam. Has the syllabus of the NEET 2024 been revised? Yes, that's true, right? They have revised the NEET syllabus. They have removed all the, short chapters, all the simple chapters, and they have revised, they have reduced the syllabus, and they are just justifying that because of this, students have got huge marks, the cutoff is really high this time, and that is justified. Okay, this answer is justified that, they have removed the chapter, and because of that, also competition increased, right? Okay, we are getting this point. And then they're like, did the candidate get an opportunity to challenge the provisional answer key? Yes. So you know that you have got this opportunity from 29 May to 1st May to challenge this, provisional answer key. And did the candidate get any opportunity to view their OMR answer sheet? And they are like, oh, we were so transparent. We have shared this OMR sheet with the students in their, email ID and all. So they have written it, right? So additional measure, a scanned copy of OMR be submitted by the candidates at the respective center was sent to their registered email address. So they were so transparent, right? And next, what was the role of the grievance redressal committee in giving the compensatory marks for the time loss, and why it was done? Again, they are saying, giving the same justification, right? Few writ petitions were filed by the candidates before the honorable, high courts for the loss of the time in the NEET 2024 at few centers. Accordingly, grievance redressal committee was formed, which considered the grievance representation based on the CCTV footage. Okay, they were like, we have put this CCTV footage in every exam so that we can actually see everything, right? That how students doing from concerned exam center to compensate the loss of time. But again, they have not given us the list of the students whom they have given and how much marks they have given, the grace marks they have given to these students. Nothing is clear, right? Then how were the compensatory marks calculated? So if they are just, using this grace marks for the first time, they have revealed the name of the students with their, initial marks and after the grace marks, so that we will be satisfied. Oh, yes, this is how they are re-evaluating, ultimately, the question is that the deserving candidates should get the, medical seats. They should get the colleges because they are really doing so hard work. So how were the compensatory marks calculated? Loss of the examination time was ascertained, and such candidates again were compensated with the marks based on their answering efficiency. Okay, they have on what basis they are just, calculating this efficiency, perhaps how many questions they have answered in the remaining time, and, the time lost as per the mechanism formula. I don't know, like, again, the formula, they have mentioned the same thing which they were like speaking before, right? and time lost. So how can any candidate score 718, 719 marks in the NEET UG 2024 due to compensatory marks? Two candidates happened to secure this much marks, and again, like how much marks they have received, we have not got this data, right? Next, were there any candidate beside the 1563 who received the compensatory? There is like no compensatory marks were awarded exclusively to these 1560. Earlier it was 67, I guess. No, now they're like 1563. I don't know. Candidates to make up for their loss of time. Okay, and some students have got the extra marks for the extra good handwriting. No, they have get extra marks because you know there was a question in physics, right? They have got this grace marks for that question also. Did the 44 perfect scorer who benefit from the 44? No, as previously stated, compensatory marks were solely given to the address. Again, 44. So I guess data was 67. And according to them, 44 students were getting the 670 out of 720 out of 720. But rest other students have got the compensatory marks because they have lost the time. Okay. Why the answer key was changed from one correct option to the multiple correct option for a physics question? I'm sure you are well aware about the, question atom of the most elements are stable and emit their characteristic spectrum. Statement 1 correct, statement 2 is incorrect. Initially, the initial correct answer, and then many students have challenged this question, so they have updated they have given the, they have given the other answer also, right? They have given the multiple answer correct. So this was done as the policy mentioned in the information bulletin. So if more than one option is found to be correct, the 4 marks will be awarded only to those who have marked any of these correct options, right? So yeah, it was the controversy in the physics, and they're like, we have just, given them extra marks for this. Are CCTV cameras installed in every examination room, and what is their purpose? Yes, they're like, okay, yes, because we have, installed CCTV camera in all the centers, and because of that, we were able to, see that how much marks they should get. They have lost the time, how much marks they should get, how much grace marks they should get, and they have put some formula. I don't know what that normalizing formula throughout the test as well as the post-examination video evaluation to look the malpractices and cheating. So they're like, no cheating has been done. Okay, they are not saying that no paper leak. They're like, no cheating has happened. Okay, what measures were taken by the NTA to prevent malpractices during the exam? Prevent cheating, CCTV cameras were installed. Okay, they are like more emphasizing on this. Biometric verification was done, conducted through frisking at entry points, and use the latest jammers to block electronic communication device. How come? Then how come these kids, from one center, from the Rajasthan center, were able to, take the picture of the question paper and were managed to leak this paper in the social media? I don't know. Like what action NTA is taking on unfair mean cases? Okay. So they are like, we have a committee was constituted consisting of 3 eminent experts in the field of examination academy to put forward the different type of issues reported, such as impersonating, cheating, unfair means cases, and tampered OMR. The committee went through the relevant issues and prepared a list of action proposed by the committee. The total number of unfair mean cases reported was 63 in 2024. On the recommendation of the committee, total 12 candidates were debarred from the, okay, they have taken this action. 9 candidates for 2 years and 1 candidate for 1 year. 32 candidates were given the status of result later till a detailed report was received. The committee has given its recommendation against each cases. Action taken in UFM cases in accordance with the existing, including the cancellation of candidature and debarment from the future examination for the NTA. Okay, so they have debarred these some students, from the exam, from the NTA exam. Okay, what are the criteria for the inter-se merit of the candidates for the tie breaking? Okay, so you kids know, I have told you this earlier also, that how they are evaluating the marks, right? So okay, these points are justified, but last point, again, many parents and many candidates have raised this issues, application number in ascending order. Okay, so if these students having the same marks, so how exactly they will be giving they are giving the priorities, right, to these students? So they are like, okay, we will consider the application number in ascending order. So that means if you have filled the form earlier, so on the, if you have filled the form earlier and you have the, application number, you have, application number lower than, in the ascending order than the other. So obviously you'll be getting the priority. So in that cases, they, on that basis, they will be, giving you marks. And I have told you that, I have told you this criteria in the previous video. So you can see that on what basis they are giving they are reevaluating the marks of the students who are getting the, the rank of the students who are getting the same marks, right? So this last point has, has basically create chaos among the students and the parents. So I'm sure you kids know about this last point. Why has there been variation in the cutoffs in the NEET exam over the year? Okay, so they are like 2020. Okay, so they're like, why a lot of differences? So now you can see the average marks is 323. Okay, so cutoff score are determined based on the overall performance of the candidate each year. Again, they are saying the same thing, that, you know, competitive nature of examination increase and the higher performance standard achieved by the candidate this year, and that's why they have actually achieved the more average marks this year, right? So they are justifying this again the same way. So reduced syllabus, moderate difficulty level, and this was the reason that students have increased the number of aspirants, and the fact, and NEET allows multiple attempt could be some of the reason for the higher scores. Okay, so this year they are just giving this justification because of all these reasons. Cutoff is really high, super high actually, right? Why did the greater number of candidates get full marks in the NEET 2024? So they are just you know, saying that what happened. NTA received this much challenge for the question, so they have got, you know, they held that 2 options be taken as correct, and in place of 1 option for this question. So 67 students who got 720 out of 720 marks. And 44 are on the account of the revision in one answer key. Okay, so 44 people have got the full marks because they have got extra marks for the physics question, and 6 are on the account of the compensatory marks of loss of time, and that's why they have got 720 out of 720, right? And then the revision led to increased marks for many candidates, contributing to high number of perfect scores. This led to the getting full marks, 44 candidates. In this adjustment aimed to address inconsistency in NCERT book, ensuring candidates were not disadvantaged by factual discrepancies. Okay, it is, so they are again saying the same thing, like why, what happened, why, like they are justifying this in this way, right? Can you please detail about the distribution of the top 100 candidates of the NEET 2022 in terms of their exam center in the school boards? Okay, yes, so they're like top 100 candidates distributed across 89 different centers, 55 cities and 17 states. Out of the top candidates, 73 belong to the CBSE board, 27 from the various state boards, and this diverse distribution highlight the widespread. Okay, so they are like justifying this, you know, that, you know, the students, the top 100 students were from the different centers. How does NTA ensure the authenticity of the such scores, such high score? NTA took several measures to maintain the integrity. Okay, so they have installed the CCTV, biometric verification, strict invigilation during the exam. Post-exam, NTA conducted a thorough analysis, including a review of CCTV footage and academic background checks of the top scorers. Okay, and is it true that there has been a paper leak in Bihar or Godhra? So what they are saying, it is to be noted that none of the reports are backed with evidences that may indicate a paper leak, and they are like, okay, no paper leak. Okay, so these cases seem to be unrelated to the cheating or impersonating and not to the paper leak. Okay, so they're like, perhaps they have cheated, but there was no paper leak at all, while the outcomes of the invigilation of foresight cases is awaited. NTA has categorically denied any case of the paper leak. Okay, so they are saying the same thing. What happened in the center, Madhupur, Rajasthan? So they are again saying the same thing as I have told you, like there is no way any external personnel or agency could access the centers once the examination started. Moreover, all centers were under the CCTV surveillance. Okay, so they are like, some Hindi candidates have got the English paper, and that's why this led to adulation by some who left the examination center with the question paper, despite efforts by the central staff to prevent them doing the same. Right, so like they are justifying this again this way. Have there been instance of the paper solver gangs who have impersonated the examination in return for some lakh of the rupees? NTA is actively engaged with all relevant stakeholders to gather detailed information. Evidences relate to the alleged malpractices, and any individuals or entities found involved in such activities will be subjected to strict disciplinary action as per law. Okay, so they are seeing it. They are, you know, analyzing this thing. Why was the NEET 2024 result declared on 4th June? How were the result declaration date mentioned in the information? Yes, so that was the question. As a policy of NTA examination, so again they are saying the same thing, right? So, you know, the as per procedure is not connected to the general election result. The earlier announcement aims to expedite the counseling and admission process for the benefit of all the candidates. Okay, it's important to note that NTA consistently declare examination result within a month, whether conducted in CBT mode or offline mode. Okay, within a month, but they have actually Okay, how does the NTA address the issue of the candidates forging their NEET 2024 scorecards or mark sheet and claiming that NTA has released incorrect result? Okay, so that was the case of some Aishi Patel. So NTA has become aware of the instance where candidates are forging their NEET 2024 scorecard OMR answer sheet, claiming that NTA has released the incorrect result. The NTA want to clarify that any manipulation or tampering within the OMR sheet at any stage is strictly prohibited, right? As stated, NTA information bulletin tampering with the OMR sheet will result in the candidate being debarred from the examination for 3 years. Additionally, make fake claims by manipulating the response of OMR sheet or tampering with it in any way whatsoever, either before or after declaration of result, is a serious offense. Okay, so they are like, you cannot do that, huh? So yeah, they have given this, website where you can check your result, and you will not see such discrepancies. So kids who are saying that they have got the less marks than the actual marks, so please check this. You go to the website, check again. What is the NTA response to the viral video alleging discrepancies? Again, we have a lot of questions. So regarding the viral video featuring a candidate of NEET UG 2024 claiming discrepancies in NEET 2024 scoring and receiving of the TON OMR answer sheet, NTA clarifies that no TON OMR sheet was sent via an email. NTA ID OMR answer sheet is intact and the scores are accurate as per the official records. Candidates should download scorecard only from the official website. Okay, so this is their official website. Is it true that another committee has been formed to look into the case of compensatory marks? So yes, it's true. A high-powered committee has been formed to revisit the cases of the candidates of only approximately 1563 were awarded compensatory marks to address the issue of the time loss. So you know that they are forming this committee for only the 1600 students. How can I stay updated on official information? So you can visit their website. They have given it. That's all. So again, they are like, no re-NEET, and whatever they have done, it's absolutely correct, right? There is no issue at all, and whatever issue happened, they will be seeing, they will be analyzing it, and soon they will come up with the result, and let's see what happened, right, kids? So that's all. These are their update. So you can say nothing new. They are just justifying the same thing. They are not revealing those 1600 students with their previous and the recent marks, but let's see what happened. So still we have hope, right? So kids, you keep studying. Again, I'm telling you, I would suggest you only one thing: you keep studying, right? No matter what, you keep studying. If you are getting good score, or if you are getting good marks, so you just go for the counseling, because that is also going on, right? So all the best, kids, and stay connected. I'll be coming up with new updates for all of you. Have a great day.